Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jes. Let's go.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tarp Report, episode 69.
It's not.
I know. When was it? It was a while ago.
It was so long ago.
Fuck, I have no idea how long you've been doing
69, the dirty episode.
this. Did I ever tell you about when my mom's birthday happened?
Which one?
The one when she turned 69.
No.
And we were like downstairs, and I think the kids were like, God, they were way younger. I think she's like 75 now. But
Whoa.
So it was like 6 years ago. And so Oliver must have been like 6 and Buddy was like 8.
You just did so much math.
I know, it's crazy. But my Oliver was like, "How old are you, Grandma?" And she was like 69. And I was like, "Oh."
Giggle.
And they were like, What does that mean?
And then did you explain it to them?
No.
Oh.
They're 6 and 8. I did tell
It would have been funny
man.
if they were 6 and 9.
I have, yeah, it would be funny. I have told them, I remember when they were 9 and 11, and I used to do that joke. I was like, my kids are 9 and 11, never forget.
Wasn't me.
God, that was 2 years ago now. It's crazy. They're 11 and 13 now.
Yeah.
Oof.
17 and 13.
Where does the time go?
It's gone. It's fucking gone.
Time is gone.
Yeah.
Time's not real.
It's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am alive.
Your shirt is so fucking bright.
It is.
It is bright. Woo.
Is.
It's like popping off of my eyeballs.
I don't wear it that much.
Yeah. I mean, it looks great.
Does it? I don't think it's kind of dirty. I went magnet fishing in it, and whenever I go magnet fishing in a shirt, it's just fucked forever.
That's kind of your style.
What?
Dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dirty. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been had a week.
Okay.
And it was good. It was
a good week.
It was a lot though. So
what do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna
You're
talk about the elephant in the room. Shannon Doherty died.
So sad. Everyone is dying.
I know.
Yeah.
Shannon Doherty and Richard Simmons.
And Richard Simmons and Dr. Ruth.
Yeah.
And
I got to say, actually, I don't really know here or there about Shannon Doherty. I was just trying to make a joke.
About someone's death. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, not like that. It was a joke. It was like dismissive of like the big story or whatever.
What's really going on?
But yeah, Richard Simmons was awesome. I really like Richard Simmons.
I used to, when I was in high school, we had this class, we had an aerobics class, and it was fucking awesome. It was taught by Miss Smith, and she was the greatest gym teacher ever.
Yeah.
Part of the aerobics class, one of the things that you did was we would walk up to the deli and get soft served ice cream.
Oh, wow.
And then we would walk back, and like that was part of,
part of aerobics class.
Aerobics, as long as we were moving our arms.
I don't know if you're doing it right.
I loved Mrs. Smith.
Awesome.
But the other thing that we would always do, sweat into the oldies.
Yeah.
Like if we had the option, if we were going to do a video, it was always a sweat into the oldies. And it was,
he was ahead of
Richard Simmons.
He was ahead of his time with like the body positivity stuff. Like he never talked down to fat people, and I think that like rules. Like I think that he was always so kind and compassionate.
Yeah.
And like led by example, as opposed to like a lot of diet culture, which still feels like really shamey and stuff like that, and also just doesn't work. That's the thing, is we can say whatever we want about the diet culture and the like fitness industry and the diet industry or whatever. It's not working. like everybody's getting bigger and bigger. So.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Well, yeah, no, I used to teach. I used to teach the women's only class, and that was a huge thing. Like we didn't say the F word.
Hell no.
We, and what, if they were talking shit about their bodies, then I would make them do burpees, and like this is a body positive. We're going to learn to like ourselves here. And then you can work on the rest.
Yeah. I'll just burp regularly.
Oh man. I hate burping. I hate you burping and burpees.
Yeah. I go, I'm fat.
Do you think you have many burpees? I bet you could do a couple burpees.
I could do some burpees. I've been doing cardio.
Yeah.
I'm actually in decent shape right now.
You know what a burpee? It's so hard, but it's also like just moving your body.
I know.
That's
that's the thing with what's his name? Richard Simmons would say is that like basically like bodies are meant to move, and if you move your body, at least some. As much as you
even
can.
In a chair, like he used to have like chairs.
Yeah, you can extend like not just won't just extend your life, but you extend like the quality of your life. Like your joints keep working and stuff like that. You don't have to deal with as much pain as you get older, which sounds nice. But yeah,
and Shannon, hold on. We can't just hold on.
What?
You brought it up.
Oh yeah, 90210. You were into that, huh?
Well, Shannon Doherty, I read this morning that she was very sick.
Yeah.
And she was also going through this really ugly divorce battle with her ex, who did not sign the fucking divorce papers until she died. The day she died, he signed the divorce papers.
Oh my God.
But she did something that I feel like is fucking iconic. And she left a list of people that she does not want at her funeral.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And I was like,
holy shit.
That is the most like fucking Shannon Doherty, like one just last bitchy thing. Oh, that's so good.
As an alcoholic, and there's like this saying in recovery that like resentments are the dubious luxury of normal men.
Yeah.
You know, I think about that. And like, I think it's dope, but also like, holy shit, she's been holding on, dude.
Hell yeah, that woman. Are you kidding? Have you seen her? Have you met her? No, you haven't met her, but we haven't met her. But
you know, there was a guy, there was this comedian I could not stand, and I was like 2 years into comedy, and we were just like, I still can't stand him, and he moved or whatever, and I remember. We got into another argument, and I was like, man, I gotta leave this shit alone because it's gonna hurt my career because I look like an asshole. It doesn't matter what he did, or it's like you just look like an asshole. And I actually went into my calendar on my phone, and I put a date 5 years into the future.
Okay.
And it was like, check in on what's his face.
Oh, God.
And then I was like, we'll see where we're at in 5 years, you asshole.
That's nice.
You know? And
have you checked on him yet?
No. I actually talked to my sponsor about it, and he was like, don't do that.
That's really like every time you look at your phone, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. He's like, don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I think that she still was fighting with like people within the 90210 cast.
I got no doubt.
Literally to the day she died.
Because it's one of those things where you have like on any of those casts of those major TV shows that were very popular, you know, you look at like Friends, you know, there's different levels of success for all of those people on what was like the biggest show of the time, you know. Yeah. And you have what's her face who married Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, who was like the biggest star. Well, I saw her face recently.
Is it weird?
Whoa, she had like a bunch of filler and like.
Why do people do that shit, man?
Just
let that shit go. I fucking hate that. I love like rad ass old ladies with cool faces
and tattoos.
Just be like. I get that there's like this like pressure to like.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about it. I don't know how and also at the same point too, fuck me, like do whatever you want with your body.
Right. We were just talking about body positivity and like
I know, and I'm like, why do they do that to their face?
Well, because they look crazy. And also like I saw like a picture of what the inside of your face looks like when you get filler. Yeah. And it's just like it doesn't dissolve. And so like it just stays like it will migrate and like it just stays in your face.
You wind up eating it.
Forever.
You're
like, well, yeah, like if you get filler in your lips, like it'll start coming down your chin. Or if you get filler get filler underneath your eyes, then it'll start going down into your cheeks, and you start looking like an absolute crazy person.
It's because they use GAC. Remember GAC?
It literally that's what it looks like, and you pull it, you make it fart.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's what I do. If I had filler in my face, I'd just be like
you just push on your cheek and it.
Yeah, if I had filler, I would not be able to stop messing with it. I'd like push it around.
Just wiggling in it.
I'd be like, my face is a fidget toy.
I would know if I had access to fidget toy. If I had access to the
slow burn on that one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was thinking about it. And
yeah, not like a fidget spinner. I have one of those on my nose. What if I just made my whole face like a fidget toy?
That would be fun.
Like I just pierced I bet they have fidget spinner nose rings.
I have fidget regular rings.
Sometimes I say things and I'm like, this is not a good podcast.
Well, I know. I try to move past it. If we just, I have regular, mine are like anxiety fidget rings.
What?
That have they have little balls.
Oh yeah, that's real? That's what those are?
Yeah, and then you're just supposed to,
No, I thought you married 3 different men.
No, not yet. I'm still on marriage. I'm still on marriage number 1.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive. Like I'm in it for the long haul. I'm retiring out of this fucking
You guys
thing.
have a good thing going.
It's not bad. It's not a bad gig.
It's not a bad gig.
No, Joshua and I, we figured it out.
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, geez. Saturday night.
What the fuck was that?
That's me. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so over it right now.
Like you wrote this.
I know.
There was like you just did like a millennial
The thing that
pause.
the thing that I wanted to talk about was this weird feeling I had. So, if folks don't know, I was in Maine with my friend Hash, and we had a wonderful time. It was a great tour, lighthouses, and just like a lot of shit talking. And we ate good food. And I don't know, like Hash is the easiest dude to be around for me.
Yeah.
Because we have a similar history. We know a lot of the same people. A lot of the way that I speak and the way that I carry myself is like a product of this part of Olympia and Olympia culture and where I'm from, like punk rock and like this weird hodgepodge of like this kind of hippie redneck bullshit.
Yeah.
And Hash is a perfect embodiment of that. And like, so we vibe out. So, we're in Maine, shows are going good. Mm-hmm. Got in Wednesday, did a show in West Islip on Long Island. You say on Long, you don't say you were in Long Island. You say you're on Long Island.
Yeah.
Or they do not like it. It's very funny.
Yeah.
So, and then
you did it.
Yeah. I talked about it for 15 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
On stage about how I'm going to dig a hole and get in it, and then I'll be in Long Island. Great show at Second Brewing. Those guys were absolute sweethearts. They fed us. I beat the guarantee by like $10, which cracked me up.
Nice.
So I had a $500 versus 70% of the door or whatever, and I got 510.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah. That's a big deal to me, is to beat those guarantees.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. And then what was it? We were in Portland the last time I was in Portland, I was in a church basement, and it was kind of thrown together, and it was like this newer promoter guy, and it just went really sideways. And there was only like fucking 10 people down there.
Yeah.
I had a great show in Portland with a good turnout. Not like a barn burner or nothing, but a good turnout. Wonderful place, a perfect place for comedy. Friday in Belfast, in the oldest theater in Maine. And I don't know if you saw the picture online about what happened.
No.
But so Friday we get there. I remember going into the theater and taking a tour and being like, man, it's warm in here.
Yeah. Okay, I saw it.
It is warm.
Yeah.
And that was at like 5:30, I think, when I was in there. And it just got warmer.
Yeah.
And on stage was bonkers hot.
Totally. Yeah, even hotter.
I believe, and this is not me exaggerating, I believe that it was 90 degrees.
I'm sure.
In that theater.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
Yeah, you were drenched.
Oh my God. It was wild. I put a picture of my shirt, and you can see there's only one strip at the bottom that's not soaked through.
Looked like you went into like a sauna.
It was awful. And I remember like I was telling a joke, and it was so hard to focus. I wound up doing like a bunch of old jokes that like I've that are just muscle memory. Like I couldn't think. And I remember I was trying to tell this joke, and as I was telling it, do you ever get like a bead of sweat that goes down and goes in your ear hole?
No.
Yeah. So I had a bead of sweat that was like bloop, and I was like, a piece of sweat just went in my ear hole. And then like and the crowd, we've talked about this before, where there's like, if you have a comedy show, you can have like one thing wrong with it, right? Yeah. If you get two things wrong with it, it's a problem. And three things, you're fucked, you know?
Three, we just gotta call
But it turns out that like, if it's 90 degrees, all you need is that one. You just need it to be 90.
Yeah,
and
that makes it hard to laugh.
But you know what? This is the thing. I'm really proud of how I did. So it was fine. I mean, when I say that I was like drenched,
yeah,
like I was fucking drenched. And then I kept making jokes about how hot it was. And the guy who like runs the theater is there, and I'm joking about how hot it is. And he says he doesn't care. But then they made a big post on Instagram the next day being like, just so you know, we have a plan to get AC.
Oh, well, okay.
And like, and he's talking about the different. Oh, it was.
Well, he probably saw your post and he was like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm always careful with these venues and stuff, but also there was some other stuff like, you know, and you know, maybe he'll hear about this, maybe he won't. Like I get there and he wants me to bark, right? He wants me to get flyers and stuff like that. And he asked me to do it. And I was going to tell people about the show anyway, and I'm working hard on it. But the other thing is that they have a marquee at that theater, right?
Yeah.
And what does it say on the marquee?
Probably.
Despicable Me 4.
Hiring.
The Bike Riders.
Now hiring.
There was nothing on the marquee. There was no flyering done at all. I got out, and you know what's so stupid, and it pisses me off, because I'm out there, I'm on the street, I'm like, do you guys know there's a comedy show? And they're like, what? There's a comedy show tonight? And I'm like, this small town will come out for comedy if you tell them it's happening. Post one of my videos on your Instagram, because I sent you the fucking links to my videos so you can download them. I send promoters folders with videos that have gone viral online, as well as headshots, as well as my bio. Got all that shit on there. And no. That's too much. It's bullshit.
Was this one of their first shows? Have they done comedy there?
They have done comedy there. And the first one went really well because they probably promoted it. The second one didn't go as well because they probably didn't promote it. And mine was just okay. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, I'm kind of glad that the theater wasn't full, because it was 90 fucking degrees in the theater.
Oh my God. Well, all I can think about is like, had you passed out on stage?
That would have been awesome.
I mean, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that's heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was whatever. And you know, I get the same thing. People like on my Facebook being like, dude, I had no idea you were in Belfast. That's where I'm from. I'm so pissed I missed this show. Yeah. I had no idea it was happening, because that's how you get through the Facebook algorithm cluster shit, horrible like algorithm stuff.
Yeah.
Is you do some physical advertising. You know what I mean? You can't just do online. So
right. Yeah, you need to flyer. You need to bark. But like I feel like I just can't imagine having a headliner come in and then be like, hey, you need to go downstairs. And
no, it was the thing, because I think that
and bark on the side of the street real quick for your show, because I didn't do a good enough job promoting it.
The other thing too is that their website was down for a while, so there were some people that tried to buy tickets and they couldn't because the website was down. And people are messaging me being like, hey, I want to get tickets for this, but there wound up being, I think there was like, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 people there.
Oh, okay.
And they blocked off the top section. It holds like 150.
Yeah.
But they blocked off the top section. So it didn't feel like empty, but it was definitely like hard. And like I said, it's all okay, because
anybody else, y'all would have died.
Nobody like, nobody seemed like they were uncomfortable to the point of like raising a stink.
Yeah.
But every single person you get in there, like people were at a certain point, you hit like a number of people where somebody's going to be like, yo, like, why is it so fucking hot? Like, I want my money back. Yeah. Like, it's too hot in here. And I think one of the reasons they didn't do that is they were watching me up on stage under lights high up.
Right.
Where I was on stage.
Burning.
And just drenched. And they were like, if Sam can do it.
Right. Yeah. Lead by example.
It's the same thing with like any show like that where there's like something terribly wrong with it. Like, folks are going to do that. But then Saturday night. We're in Auburn. First show's sold out. They had a second show at the Great Falls Comedy Club.
Nice.
Really like that club. They're doing a great job. Leonard and David and not David. What's his name? Nick. And Nick. Leonard Kimball and Nick Gordon. Me and Hash go up there to get a salad from this restaurant. But it was a hot salad, which was weird.
Okay, I was going to say wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, because they get a bed of lettuce. They get a bed of lettuce. Why are you
saying this right now?
We're up there and we're getting this salad, right? And then right then is when the news dropped about Trump getting shot.
Oh, okay.
And then we're in there. I got a text when we were walking up the hill. They were like, Trump just got shot in the ear. He's okay. Is what the text.
Did he get shot in the ear? I thought he like almost got shot, and then it was like.
They said that some people said it was glass from the teleprompter or whatever, but either way, like shit went down, and it was like 20 minutes before the show, and it's just like, and then my dumbass. So me and Hash are talking, and we joke a lot, and I said something to Hash that I thought was funny. Uh-oh. And me and Hash laughed really hard, and I was like, shit, I'll just post it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was up for 4 minutes, and it had like 150 reactions, and I've never seen a post do that fast.
Right.
And I have a feeling if I would have left it up, it would have gone like it probably would have been the most.
Why didn't you?
Because I felt bad because somebody got killed. Like I didn't.
What did he say?
What do you mean?
What did you say?
Oh, what I said that it was like I don't really like either of these candidates, but as an ear lover, this has been a really hard day for me.
Yeah,
that was what I said, and I thought that in itself was very milquetoast, like just silly. But what it was is dismissive. Right. And because somebody got killed in front of their family, I didn't feel like it was appropriate, and I took it down. And then I made a post about how I posted something.
So I made a post about the post.
Yeah, I made a post being like, I posted something that was really, really, really funny. I decided to take it down, but just know it was really, really funny. Yeah. And then people
so you might as well just left it up.
No,
you might as well just left it up. Like I'm going to allude to it, but
no, you don't get it.
Okay.
I wanted to make a big mess.
I know. Exactly. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. That's what it was. I wanted to create chaos within the chaos.
No, that's not what it was.
I don't know. Like for me, and maybe it's just because I don't know enough about politics, but like, I'm just like, because I go to too many open mics. And it's like,
God, have you been to an open mic since then?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God. Yeah, what's it like? Is it terrible?
It's just Trump. It's like you are like, your thoughts are not original. And it's stop. We get it. We get it.
See, that's one of the reasons that I like the joke that I made is it has a certain angle that I don't know if other people were taking, where it's like, this is like, you
were taking the point of view of the ear.
Yeah, I really was attempting to cut the tension a little bit. And one of the reasons why is because all this is going down. Everybody in the showroom is like on their phones, and like you can feel the energy in there. Mm-hmm. And like I'm getting ready to go on stage, and I made that joke to Ash, and I was like, I'll make it online, and then. But it doesn't come across because people don't know who I am. there's a lot of people that follow me online that maybe they saw a reel,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh yeah, this is funny, I'll follow this guy. And they don't realize that like that's how I deal with stuff is like, I'm going to make jokes because I'm scared. Like, this is scary. Like, it's there.
Yeah, that didn't come across.
We are on the doorstep of like fucking major of a I don't know, like something that's like, it's not going to get better. I think it's going to get worse as we get closer to the election, and I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm worried. I got a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old, and what's funny is that I know Brittany's talked to him because I was gone, and that's the other thing too is I'm not at home. I'm out on the road in Maine. I couldn't get farther away from my house, and flying home the next day. So I got to talk to my kids about it and see what they think. And
what do you mean? Ask them about
what they think about it, like how they processed it, like what they feel. Because I know that my kids, I try to.
Are they like?
I don't know. I don't think they're even really that
into politics.
I imagine. Well, I know that
Abigail would. Abigail knows. She knows what's up.
Yeah.
Abigail will tell you everything.
Yeah. I don't think they. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is, and I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't really. I haven't really sat and thought about that, but I know when I think about it, it's that fucking. There's like pressure in my chest, like the same feeling I get when, like, not knowing if what I did is going to make me go to jail or not. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I do, but I don't understand how it equates. Like, what are you worried about? How is it going to affect, like,
something terrible might happen.
Right. And that's how, that's always.
Yeah. But I think for me, I feel like the possibility of something terrible happening went up on Saturday night. Not to say there's already not terrible things happening.
Yeah.
But the being on social media that night and seeing the things that people were saying.
Oh yeah.
And knowing that, but also, you got to remember that the loudest voices in the room oftentimes are the fringes. They're going to be the folks that are like that are trying to like stoke this into.
Right. They're the edgelords.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. I guess being I don't know. I think with being military, maybe it's just, I don't know. We're just it's but then how does it, I keep thinking about the Ava brothers. There's a line, your life doesn't change by the man that's elected. Like,
yeah. And it is true. Like, people don't realize this, like a county commissioner actually has a lot more power over your life than a president does. Outside of like the going to war thing. Other than
it's like, oh, a fucking bummer, especially like Donald Trump and having girls. You want to talk about your kids?
Oh, yeah.
And like, if
the rhetoric in his language,
and just like, oh, this is who this. Sorry, ladies. Yeah. Sorry, girls.
I don't know. People swear by him though. I don't. I've never been a fan of Trump. Obviously, like I've never been a fan of Trump. I've never been a fan of any presidents, but of all of them, I find his language
terrifying.
Yeah, like the way I remember when the Access Hollywood video dropped and he talked about like grabbing women by the pussies. And I remember thinking, I was like, well, that's that. Like, I mean, that's got to be enough for people to see. And here's the thing, like, I also at the same point, like I used to be like, I don't know how people can love this dude. But you know what's funny is that I do get it. I understand why people love him. And I can't get there and I won't get there, but I get it. I get it because
what is it?
It's because like he frames himself as like anti-establishment, and the establishment fucking sucks, and it sucked for so long, and it sucks being a human being. We're living in the richest country the world has ever known, and we have people that sleep outside. Like we have like every time I see a GoFundMe for a friend of mine that has like cancer, I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, how did we get here? And that what started in the 80s of like basically everybody was doing better every year almost, and like every decade things were getting a little bit like everybody was getting more prosperous until the 80s, at which point the richest 10% started doing extremely way better, and everybody else flattened out and then fell off. There is an upside. We are living in an upside down pyramid, where
a reverse funnel.
And I think people look at that, and then there's this guy who comes along who sounds like no other politician who's ever been around, and it's like,
he's not one.
That's it. He'll fix it. But the thing is that he's just some rich kid. Like, and when you've been around rich people, like I have been around people that grew up rich, and some of them are dope, and some of them are fucking assholes, and they have the same shit. Like,
and some of them are totally fine.
Yeah. This is the shit that cracks me up, is that like, I don't pretend to know what it's like to be rich. I don't think I know what it's like to be rich, but rich people think they know what it's like to be fucking poor, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it when people that are wealthy tell me shit about homelessness like I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and to see this play out the way it has, and then also the whole I know he's right because he's being attacked. Like, and I'm not talking about him getting shot. I'm saying that people are like, oh, he gets attacked all the time. He gets attacked all the time. And look at him, and he stands up to him. He stands up to him. He stands up to him. Me saying that Donald Trump is probably a rapist, like almost, and probably a pedophile if you look at the Epstein shit that's coming out. Like that's not me attacking him. Like, that's not an attack. That's an acknowledgement of like this dude. And if you want to be like, oh, I don't, this stuff, maybe it's probably all made up. I send you right back to the Access Hollywood tape and how he talks about women. Because you know what? I don't hang out with people that talk about fucking women that way.
Right.
Like, that's fucked.
I certainly don't vote for him.
Yeah, but whatever the fuck. And then we're gonna put Biden against him. Biden. Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I really liked
I guess everybody's gonna know. Well, you know what, luckily, I don't know how many people are going to hear this, but now people know. And by the way, you know what? And actually, maybe it is time to do this. Like, here's now it's time to do this. Like, I'm not going to talk about it I'm not going to post a clip of me talking about this on my Facebook or on my Instagram. But I am fine with people knowing that I do not like Donald Trump, and I am not happy that he got shot. I think that was a fucking stupid. I think that was stupid.
Right.
And I think if he would have gotten killed, I would be very worried.
That would be crazy.
Because I will say this, man, there is a chunk of Trump supporters that legit scare me. They legit scare me.
Yeah.
Because we've seen and I got messages from some of them too.
I mean, do we remember January 6th?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah. Like, it is, and you can say what you want about January 6th, but like, and who did what and who caused what, but half those motherfuckers were waving Trump flags.
Right.
And it just is, man. It's just, I don't know, whatever.
They like to do, there's like oh my gosh, I don't even know why, but they still fucking like drive up and down I-5, especially in Olympia.
Yeah.
With their big ass trucks, and like they have those fucking flags, and they're just like They do like their own little like mini parades. Just cute, but throw candy. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw some candy. But like I said, man, like
traffic.
if you're listening to this and you support Trump because you're scared about how old Joe Biden is, like I can see where you're coming from. Like I get that, and that like he's more fit to lead because he is more cognizant. I can understand that argument, but I think with that, like to not take into account who that man is, and that too, you know, the thing that another, I see now we're dwelling on this. It's my fault. I just burped. Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
A thing that I heard that really cracked me up about Trump, well, not it scared me, cracked me up, I should say, is that when he was making decisions in the White House so fast, and basically what would happen is he would have two advisors, and one would say, you shouldn't do this, and the other one would say, you should do this.
Right, like little devil and little angel.
Yeah, these two advisors, like real people, not like...
I know, but I'm saying.
Yeah. Whichever one talked to him last before he had to make the decision is the one who won. Nice. So he would literally be leaving the Oval Office to go to a press conference. Oh, don't forget. And so he'd be like, don't do it. Somebody would be like, do it. And then like right when he'd close, that's what he'd do. Anyway. Yeah. But
can we talk about something more serious,
please? No.
I would like to. I know that we're having so much fun on this topic, but can we please bring it down a bit? Today's a big day for me.
What happened?
Today is a big ass day, you guys, happened? Because tonight, Big Brother starts. Oh shit, Big Brother, what's up? It's summertime, baby.
What time do they get to the house? Is there like a special time? And then
well,
it's all live, right?
Yeah, 5. Well, it'll be 5 hour time is when they go in.
Okay.
And then the live feed will start tomorrow, but we have the first episode tonight, and then
God, they must edit it so fast.
They do. They have to.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, they only have.
Those guys take a lot of pride in that.
And they are so good, and they're so silly, and like the show is just. I mean, the show is ridiculous, but like I love it so much, and it is so silly and so much fun, and it is my football season.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Big Brother comes on, like that is what I am doing 24 hours a day. 7 days a week.
That's awesome to have.
It's so much fun.
A thing that you love that much.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
I can't think of anything right now that can distract me for longer than like 30 minutes.
Oh man, it's so good, and
I'm jealous.
I can listen to it at work, and it's literally like all day long. And I just listen to them like talking and cooking and like and like eventually like they become a part of my like every day like, and they become like my friends, and I get used to having them around. It's so much fun.
No, I get it.
So yeah, Big Brother starts tonight. Ooh, ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good news though is I have been driving my car around.
Oh yeah.
Like a mad person, no big deal, and I haven't broke down not once.
Is that what happened with that thing?
Well, after we broke down at the Tacoma Comedy Club, we just could not take it back to Meineke.
Yeah, obviously no.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we took it to this like this Volkswagen specialist,
mm-hmm.
which was like literally half a fucking mile down the road.
Yeah.
Like, took it in at 8 o'clock,
mm-hmm.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I had my car back and running by 4.
What did he say? What did they say? I can't
the fan was completely busted, so they had to replace the fan. There were parts that were melted still, so they still had shit wrong.
I see, because it got way too hot and the fan was, but they didn't replace the fan.
No, well, the fan shattered.
But yeah, no, I get that.
No, it wasn't from the fan. No, this was because they put the parts in wrong.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was a piece that was supposed to go up and over, and they put it, like, behind the motor, and so it just literally melted.
Yeah. That checks out.
So I still have not heard from their insurance company.
For Meineke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so finally, like, we contacted a lawyer.
Oh, hell
yesterday,
yeah. Let's go.
And, like, he said he would do it on contingency.
What's that mean?
That means, I had Dane had to explain this to me, but he said he would do it with a contingency of 40%. And I think I understand it as whatever money we get from this back.
He gets 40%.
He gets 40% of it.
Dude, I hope you guys get paid out. You should be like, listen.
What the? I mean,
you could use the podcast as evidence.
Well, for real.
Yeah.
Like I have actual like weeks and weeks and weeks of evidence
of us
of talking about it, and
that'd be very good for the jury to hear too. Well, they wouldn't have a jury, the judge.
Like, hopefully it doesn't go. I'm hoping it doesn't go that far, but like. Yeah, and just I have emails from because I have been emailing that GM from the very beginning. I have months of emails, and so like I documented everything. I sent it to the lawyer, and he said, he'll do it.
That's a good sign if he's willing to take it. That means that he thinks he can do something with it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping. And then I don't care. Like 40%, you take whatever you want. Like I just want the money because. Really at this point, like getting my car fixed cost me another almost $2,000.
Oh yeah.
And which at work.
Oh, do you mean the newest one?
Yeah.
That was like almost 2 G's to get that fan fixed.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And you had him make sure he documented everything.
Yeah, he took pictures of everything, and like he and then we had them do just like an overall inspection of the car and like everything that's wrong with it, and so hopefully.
God.
Fingers crossed. I left them the nastiest.
See, when you wrote this on our little thing here,
what did you think?
I thought the comedy bar was getting sued.
No.
Which is good.
It's not happening yet. No one's
Don't
suing us.
Good.
Comedy bars. We have. I think this is the longest streak yet that we have managed to stay out of controversy.
Yeah. That makes sense because you guys are probably.
Well, it's summertime. It's a little slow.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. I did that thing. I know you saw it on my Facebook, but my August
is insane.
Yeah.
Looks really crazy.
It is. And I did this really cool color coded thing. And it was funny because Brittany was really happy with it. She was like, I wish you did this every month. And I was like, I guess I could.
Did you do it on your phone?
No, God,
okay,
no.
I was going to say that's insane.
Oh my God, forget that.
Did you do it on Canva?
Yeah, I do everything on Canva.
I love Canva.
They keep making it better too.
Yeah. I use it for work.
Yeah, they have some other stuff that I can do. I don't know why I just got really distracted because I'm thinking about this other thing that we should have talked about before the podcast, so we could have worked it out. So
what?
About the strong size thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but no, this is it. So don't do anything yet, but just know that I did get like we are gonna have like a sponsor.
Yeah,
but, we're not ready this episode. Don't talk about it.
Okay,
we're not ready yet because I don't have
super secret sponsor.
I can't remember the promo code. Doing my Iggy Hop benefit tonight and the Golden Youth Homeless Outreach Project. So
because you do things for the homeless community.
Hey, not to bring it back to that, but to bring it back to that with like Trump and politics and stuff like that. The coolest thing that you can do, no matter what side you're on and how bad you may or may not feel about this election. Oh, look, perfect timing.
Mr. Meehan.
Is to love yourself and like support your neighbors. Like that's what, and that'll not only does that help people, like you're helping people, but it really helps. So like I had this thing with this, somebody made this mural and I really loved it. And then somebody spray painted on it and they said some dumb stuff on the mural. And I felt like really bad about it. I felt like I was really embarrassed. And then what I decided to do was instead just have a benefit show.
Yeah, you saw a need and
Yeah, yeah.
Did something about it.
But it really is funny because like I'm also just like my ego was bruised.
Yeah.
And if I take actions,
right,
that's what you do. It's
right.
like because I always sat there and thought about it. But yeah. And
the ticket sales are good. Yeah.
Yeah, we added another 5 tickets. They're like sold out.
Yeah,
like, we added. Awesome. You know what's funny is we added 5 tickets to each show because we're gonna put seats on the stage. You should come through tonight, actually.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's it at? In Olympia?
Yeah, it's at the Voyeur.
What time?
There's 2 shows. There's an early and a late show.
Oh, okay.
At 6:30 to I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you can do a spot on the late show if you want.
Okay.
At like 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put you up.
Sweet.
Fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Do like 5 or something. It'll be fun. Yeah, so that really helped. And I feel better about that. Story corner.
Welcome to the story corner.
We got some feedback. Oh, that's bad. Get off there. Hey, get off there. Get off the
Doesn't
camera.
Doesn't he look like an engineer, though?
He looked like a camera kitty.
Yeah, camera
like, roll it.
you guys look like hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We got a little feedback from Zach, our producer.
He's like, I like it when you tell stories.
Yeah, you guys tell more
Zach's
stories.
80. Zach is 80.
He's 103.
Yeah, yeah.
And he knows best.
How come you don't tell those stories?
And then he handed us some hard candy.
Yeah.
Like, Zach, relax.
The story I wanted to tell.
Okay.
So when I was in the Yakima jail, people know about Pruno, right? Like jailhouse booze and stuff like that. So we would get orange juice. And we'd all like donate our commissary, right? So we'd have our juices, and we'd need a biscuit or whatever.
Okay.
And then to get like I don't know how it works,
yeast?
But you put sort of, I don't know exactly how it works. It's disgusting.
Of course.
But what's awesome is the other thing you need is a trash bag. Okay. Like, and a clean one. You don't want to use one that's got trash in it, you know?
Right. Unless it's bread.
Yeah. But anyway, what would happen is that if somebody got hurt or whatever, you could get a bag with ice in it and they would just give you like a kitchen bag. Now, what's awesome is when I fell to that tree when I was 19 and my wrist can still like cock over like that. It just looks really bad.
Ew, show the camera.
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
That's
it
disgusting.
Just looks like that. Yeah, because it just doesn't go that, other people just don't go that far. And it hurts when I do it. I don't know why I'm doing it. So what I could do is be like, oh, look, dude, I hurt I was doing push-ups and I can I get some ice, please? It hurts so bad. And they would get me a bag of ice. And I would empty the ice out and give it to the Pruno guy. Yeah. And everybody would give him his stuff. And he's like old school convict. And we would make Pruno in a trash bag. Okay. In a
nice bag.
In a big bag. And so upstairs on the second tier, there's kind of like a blind spot. And that's where a lot of the fights were. That's where stuff would go down. So his bunk is up there. And he's kind of got it like hidden kind of half under with some other blankets and stuff. He's got this bag of Pruno. Now, the thing is, if you're making booze and the yeast is eating the sugar, it makes CO2. Like the yeast like farts. Okay. And so the bag, you have to burp the bag.
Oh, yeah. I saw this on Jailbirds.
There you go. You have to burp the bag.
You got to burp the bag.
Anyway, this dude did not burp the bag. Okay. He did not burp the bag. And so it must have been like 2 or 3 in the morning, right? Yeah. And all of a sudden we hear this guy. He's like, what the fuck? Oh, God. What the hell's going on? So the second tier of the Yakima jail it didn't have like its own drain that went someplace else. It just had a drain in the middle of the floor that went down on the first tier. Oh, God. So the Pruno burst open. It didn't make that big of a noise because everybody was still asleep. Yeah. And then it just went downhill to the drain and drained. And it was like half on this guy who was like sleeping, this like Pruno thing. And then,
oh my God, would you wake up to a waterfall of pruno?
Just rotten. And it was like half done. And then what you do is, because you put pieces of like biscuit in there and stuff like that to get like the yeast going or something. And then you strain it through a sock. And one time we did make it and we did get away with it, and I drank it, and it was awful.
Did you get drunk?
Sorta.
Because that's the thing is like I'm such a fucking addict because I'm like, all I can think the entire time you're telling the story is like, it's not enough. That's not enough for everyone.
No, this is the thing.
How
you gotta
guys
contribute.
Get drunk?
You have to contribute. Well, what's wild about it, and I'm not sure on this, but like I think that some of it was like that other kind of alcohol. So there's like methyl and there's ethyl, I think. And one of them like is this shit that's in like
gasoline.
No, that's in like rubbing alcohol.
Oh.
And so you like, I think it's called wood alcohol or whatever. I can't remember. Somebody's going to listen to this and they're probably screaming at their shit right now.
Oh, you fucking idiots.
I don't know. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Gross.
And I got sort of drunk, but also like sick, but in like a weird trippy kind of way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah.
They have this like, I keep getting on my Instagram, like, you know how the ads are specific to you. I keep getting this like non-alcoholic beer, but it like gives you like a buzz.
Oh yeah.
And Stop. It's like, I know, it's so fucking stupid. And
it's like that fake weed in the back of High Times they used to sell, like wizard smoke and stuff like that.
What is that?
It's like weed, but not weed. It's like some other plant. I don't even know what the hell it was, but people would, you could buy it in the back of High Times.
But I'm just like, but for me, like I'm such, again, an addict. Like I'm just like, ooh, if I get a little bit of a buzz, I'm going to want a real fucking buzz.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to want more of a buzz. Like,
it's dumb. Because I knew people, man, there was people that were getting like drugs in, especially in Yakima, because the guards, so like at the Yakima jail, like a lot of the native dudes, a lot of the guards were native and a lot of the inmates were native, and the natives had tattoo ink, they had cigarettes, they had all that shit because there was guards that were bringing it to them. Yeah. Because those guards like knew them well, and it just is what it is.
That's like the same way in rehab. It's like if you've been there a couple times, like you get treated better.
Yeah. But yeah,
because they know you. Okay.
Are we ready?
I guess.
Are we ready?
I guess we are. That was the first story from Story Corner.
Story Corner,
yay!
It was also the first time that we've really talked politics on it.
It was.
I wish that people knew that, like, because I feel weird that the first time we talk about it is right after dude gets shot in the ear. Yeah. And from the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that I do not like that Trump got shot at. I think it's terrible.
No, violence is not the answer.
I don't think that like
Yeah, that would be crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Don't. Make a Facebook status.
yeah.
Or keep it in the group chat.
Yeah.
All right.
But and also I want you to know too, if you do support Trump and you listen to this podcast and you want to keep listening, that's cool. But also if you don't, if you really feel like us feeling a different way politically than you, if that's like something that you can't stand, then I would question not only I would question your patriotism. To be like, because this is the shit that kills me is when people are like, because I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. Okay, I'm an ex-con.
I'm an American.
Like I don't fit into any of those categories, and I don't feel the need to. And me saying that I don't like, there's nothing wrong with me saying I do not like Donald Trump more than I don't like Joe Biden. And don't get me wrong, I think Joe Biden's a piece of shit too. I think most politicians are pieces of shit. But if that's like a thing where you're like, I can't, like, you're destroying America, Sam. It's like, shut up. God, shut up.
Shut up.
I hate that shit, man.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. Just
shut up.
Anyway, I do write jokes, though.
Joke time. Joke number one.
Joke number one. I don't remember these ones.
If I see a cute baby, I'll always tell their parents. But if I see an ugly baby, I just kind of keep my mouth shut. Obviously, they know.
I saw a cute baby. I took pictures with it. I'll show you the pictures.
I was going to say, did you see an ugly baby?
No. Yeah. If I saw one, I wouldn't tell you about it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They know. Joke number two. Comedy has gotten really hard anymore. It feels like I'm walking a tightrope when I'm on stage. No, really. Some of these stages are very small and they don't stick out very far, and there's not enough room for me.
I thought that was kind of cute, and like, you see what
yeah,
it's not that good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Joke number three. I've heard that hippos are actually the most dangerous animal in Africa. Whatever we do, we got to make sure the lions don't find out.
Because they might take it personally.
They would get very upset.
We're getting beat by these hippos? We got to eat some people.
What the hell? Wait. That's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Joke number four. Watching this presidential campaign play out must be very inspiring for all of the other really, really, really old people. Like, you can do it too.
Yeah. They're like, I was just going to play bridge.
No, you don't have to. You could go be president.
I was going to watch. I was going to think about plants.
Is that an old person thing? To think about plants?
It's not a young person thing.
Look around.
Yeah, you guys do got a lot of plants.
Look, oh, are you kidding me?
You do got a lot of plants.
I have so many.
I'm trying to do the Kurt Hennig Mr. Perfect, like pen flips. He used to do all this weird stuff. I feel like I can do it too.
Jesus Christ.
Nope.
This has been a podcast.
How else should we, I had no plan to break open the politics thing.
No, we opened with Shannon Doherty.
Yeah. And then we did it.
You did it.
Yeah, but I mean, is there any way else? Like, I don't know how I couldn't have not done it.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Not a big deal.
I mean,
that's literally what this podcast is for.
It's for us to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. And say shit.
Yeah.
And we'll just see if we get, if people get upset, that'll be fine.
I said the same thing. Like, whatever. Don't talk to me ever again.
Okay, fine. That's the easiest. Remember when you used to throw a fit and you're like, oh, I gotta say something.
I used to get.
Oh, I gotta say something.
It was like a character.
Yeah.
No, it was like.
Oh,
I don't know if I got it in me anymore.
No, I'm getting worked up.
I'm getting worked up over here.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
I thought that was. I don't even remember it.
No. You'll find it. You'll find it one day. Well, this has been another episode of the Tarp Report. Yeah. I don't know if we should apologize.
No, we didn't do anything wrong. This is whatever, man. You know who should apologize is the CEOs of these corporations.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
The man. You know who needs to apologize? The man.
Arnold Pepsi. Mm-hmm. And Jackie.
And Mr. Coke.
Mr. Coke. Anyway. Thanks for listening. Bye.